Hey everybody, we're back with more of Prince of Persia, the Two Thrones. Let's get into it. And our first random sound of the day.
Psycho Mantis.
Excellent. Alright, so we left off last time. We just found the body of our father. And the grief of which allowed the prince to push back the Dark Prince and his influence without the use of water. Also, we got his sword, which might be indestructible, I don't know. So, you know, it's good stuff. We got stuff to go off. Let's do it. Also, because we said no to the Dark Prince at this point, like just outright no.
You may not be able to see these creatures, but you can still hear them.
Oh, he's being friendly again. I was going to say, because we just outright said no to the Dark Prince, after the way he blamed our failure on us listening to what Farah said. And after the Prince just outright told him, no, we're not doing what you want. The Dark Prince has revealed himself to be unequivocally an enemy. I'm not trying to hide it behind, oh yeah, I'm trying to do what you want, I'm a part of you. And this is what you really want. No, he's just outright an enemy. I'm going to take over your body and there's nothing he can do to stop me. So we'll see how well that goes for him. This is a good sword. I like this sword. We're also not playing with the Wavebird today, we're playing with, like, my regular GameCube controller. It's a Smash controller. While the convenience of the wireless for the Wavebird is nice, in terms of actual use, I do kind of just prefer the standard GameCube controller. That was a bad idea. I'm not there yet. I just hear flapping. Brings up a fair point. I don't think there have been any bird enemies in this game, which I'm very happy about. That's a point for Two Thrones.
Shall I continue my story? Good. This is a fine place.
In terms of actual functionality, though, the main difference between the GameCube and the regular GameCube controller and the Wavebird controller is rumble. Specifically.
When you have the time, I will continue.
There you go. Rumble is on. The idea was at the time, I believe, because you'd be using batteries with the Wavebird and rechargeable batteries weren't a big thing. Let's save battery life by not including Rumble. Which is an idea Nintendo then completely dropped with the Wii Remote, and excessive Rumble is one of the biggest causes of fast battery drain on them. Quiet. so let me check. Yeah, audio is coming through. Yeah, it's very quiet and very sedate at the moment, which is... feels like a calm before the storm. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Not really any traps either, which is weird. Now there's droning noise. Kinda creepy. Excuse me, I'm just coming through, thank you. This sword has to be permanent, right, if it's used to break stuff like that. Hey, Amanda.
And so the prince's eyes had finally been opened to the true nature of his corrupt half, that cruel and charismatic voice which once whispered in his ear. It had subtly encouraged our burdened hero to do wrong. But now, the voice was stilled. The prince's mind once more his own.
It seemed like he needed much encouragement.
Should I continue from here when you return?
There's like a lot of what the Dark Prince's voice was doing was just like, hey, don't you want to kill the bad guy? Do you want to ignore everything else for the sake of killing the bad guy? Ooh, chest.
If you require a break, by all means, take your time.
Don't tell me what to do, Kylina. You're not real. You're dead.
Very good. I will continue.
This is more like it. What else do we got? It's weird that they keep putting these there just to block our progress. There's no real
Lead
purpose
them
beyond
into
that.
the light. Strike while they are blind.
Yeah, you know, you said Dark Prince's voice was being quiet, but it's saying the same shit again. Anyway. Yeah, it's weird that it's just like, oh yeah, no, to get to the next combat encounter, break this open. And it's weird that they do that rather than, like, to escape this next combat encounter, you have to finish everybody, so you can then have the time to break this open. Okay, I know there was a down path as well. Where's the down path lead? Oh, there isn't? Alright, fair enough. thank you.
Careful, these creatures seem to feed off the sands. Kill them before they steal any more from you.
I should look up like whether or not the GameCube versions of Warrior Within and Two Thrones are just like glitchier. Because I recall doing Warrior Within on GameCube, I encountered glitches that I'd never seen before. You okay? Alright, live and let live. When you were young and your heart was an open book, you used to say you would never live. Awesome. Alright. Let's get over there before you start trying. What's happening? There you go. See, that makes sense as a barrier to force you into the combat. Well, that was strange. Anyway. Where am I going? And to the side. I love these parkour style movement pathways. I know I said during one of the previous playthroughs, I think like one thing the Assassin's Creed series definitely lost going forward was the curate pathways. Just making everything open world and non-linear in the way you get around ends up feeling way less interesting than these dedicated pathways that were pre-made for it. This. You can tell you fuckers now. It's something you get with Mirror's Edge as well versus Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Although with Mirror's Edge Catalyst it was less that it was open world, more that you just ended up running through the same pathways over and over because there weren't dedicated levels for it. Oh yeah, no, it's open world, so you know you can go and do side quests and everything. It's like, cool, but your world is rooftops. And there's only so many ways you can make that work. I would like some water, please. Break the thing, Prince. There. One thing I do like about this whole sequence right now is it feels like a conclusion. Like new mechanics have been added on top of the pre-existing mechanics. Man, Warrior with Imprints would have drank that water. And like all these mechanics together are making a more complicated path. It feels like the most complex path we've been through yet in the trilogy, and I like it. It makes it feel like we're heading towards a conclusion. Just not go very high. Also, that middle one keeps disappearing. Middle two keep disappearing. There. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. But again, like, if I could get some water, that'd be nice. There we go. Now I'm ready to go and kill everything. I'll call for another 20 minutes.
Is this where I should resume the tale next time?
I don't know why you would auto-highlight no.
Shall I continue my story from here if you are called away?
Anyway. Bitch. This sword is great and I love it. Oh, you're gonna die. I'm not entirely convinced there wasn't someone shooting me. God, I wish this sword were my wife. That's a Bionic Commando reference. I wouldn't mind doing that game at some point. I think I have it again. But I'll have to check. I'm sure I picked it up. That was back when Capcom was trying to westernize all the franchises. And so a bunch of the stuff they were doing became dark and gritty. Arguably Keiji Inafune's biggest blunder during his time at Capcom. Like making that mandate that they had to aim their games to appeal to a Western audience. It's like, cool, the Western audience has been buying your Japanese-made games for 15 plus years now. I don't think that was the problem, Capcom. Pretty sure I could get that pole from here. Nope. Alright. Sometimes perspectives are tricky. I would love it if I could just find a shirt. Alright, so that's gotta be my goal, the switch there. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. This feels very Sands of Time.
Should I continue from here? I will continue my story from here next time.
Awesome. Man, I love my GameCube. GameCube controller. I love playing GameCube. Good system. Don't give me the same nostalgia vibes as it used to, though. Probably played it too much. Looks like an actual ground down there rather than a bottomless pit. Surprised. Only one of these platforms moves back in? Have I been here? I don't think so.
Shall I continue? Good. This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Let the save. You know, it makes sense that there are more of those pillars that I hadn't dealt with. Because, like, you look at how big the city is, and I did not go through that much of it. So I like that there are still pillars there, it makes sense. This brings back memories. Climb in a tower to find Farah and stop the visitor. Like old times. I just like that now that we have this sword, we can just immediately dispense with the stealth. Because it wasn't great. I don't see what the point of that was yet. Okay. Okay, we're still pushing it on. As long as these birds don't attack me, I will give this game bonus points for not doing that. Because the birds are some of the worst enemies in the previous games. Especially Sands of Time. God damn. This is a bad idea. An entrance. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit on that one. Okay, so that just didn't work and that wasn't my fault. Okay. How you doing, Lena? Good to see
Should
you,
I
buddy.
continue from here when you return?
Identity theft is not a joke, Jim. Millions of families suffer every year. Bears. Beats. Battlestar Galactica. It's good to see you, Lena. I'm glad you're here, buddy. It has been. I hope you've been doing well. I hope you've been doing well, man. If I jump off this? Not too bad. Oh wow, this goes on for a while. Yeah. That's all you can do. So anybody can ask you, man. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Yeah, that's the right idea. Yeah, pretty much the same, you know, doing the best I can. Trying to make it work with the job that I've got now. That's twice. That's twice. One sand left. more sand. There we go, that's better. Yeah, I'm glad you're here, Lino. Making it back in for what's probably going to be the conclusion of the Sands of Time Trilogy. I feel like this is going to be the last session of the Two Thrones, which means we'll have done the entire trilogy. There's the possibility of coming back and doing more Prince of Persia in the future, but right now there are no plans. I feel like you were here for like a bunch of the earlier Sands of Time stuff, because, you know, I did that last year. It's good that you get to see the conclusion. And now I get to see the conclusion because I never finished this. I got really sick of the Dahaka fight in Warrior Within. Ended up absolutely just cheesing that boss. That's not even the reason why we ended up not doing this for a year, though. I got sidetracked and like depression hit, and I stopped streaming for a while. And like a bunch of stuff happened. And I was doing other games, and then I wanted to do other games, and then there was other games. And like, it all just kind of ended up building up, and it was like, when am I actually going to get around to finishing this? Yeah, that's not going to make that. That bitches, I'm over here. Well, you're gonna be the first to die. I really feel like I've got to question what the point of the invisible guys is. Because the prince doesn't react properly to them. Like, he just basically auto-targets them. It is possible. I get fed up with a lot of games at times. There you go. Oh, it's a counterweight. Alright.
But this tale is far from over.
Are you thinking of New Jadon Black?
Allow me to continue.
Ninja Gaiden Black? Yeah, Ninja Gaiden Black, it's not that I even forgot to save. We ended the first session beating a boss, ending a level. And I was like, well, that's it, time to go. We come back the next session, and it's like, oh, the game doesn't save at the end of levels. How you doing, Teak? Which gets even more frustrating later on when I beat a boss and finish a level. And then at the start of the next level, it's like, okay, go back down into the hole you just climbed out of. So I jump into the hole, and it's like, game over. And then loads me back at the save point at the previous level. It's like, that wasn't even that I'd forgotten to save. That game's just bullshit about saving. Oh no, it's fair enough, because you'd think it would make more sense if it was my mistake. Like, people forget it happens. But for a game to just not save at the end of levels and make you reload the last save point is dumb. And you would think that professional game developers wouldn't do that. You give credit to the developers, you think, they know what they're doing, they're smart people. It turns out, no, they're not.
Let's see.
Where
was
am I
I?
going? That did not look like I could have made that. That looked like a pole I could climb on. Okay. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, like, there's nothing in the game that warns you about that. And as far as I can tell, it's really just a case of the game being like... The developers being like, yeah, we've purposely designed this game to be hard, and what we mean by hard is bullshit. I have a feeling that's the path forward, but that might be a secret. One of these is probably a health upgrade. Not sure which. Oh, it's probably this one. Yeah, like that pissed me off. I ended up quitting Ninja Gaiden 2 because it was all so bullshit. Made the point several times of like, there's the argument of what's the better game, Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden, and the director of the director of Ninja Gaiden wanted to get into some kind of fight with Hideki Kamiya, who directed Devil May Cry, over like which game was better, and Kamiya was like having none of it. Do that over. Yeah, Itagaki is just kind of a swat. Yeah, Ninja Gaiden, like... Good ideas, when it works, it's fun. But like, it feels like a lot of the design is purposely made to be infuriating. And I think it's deliberately bad design. Alright. Does that piss you off, yeah? Like, designed to not be fun. And then the whole thing is like, oh, you can't do it? I guess you're just not good at video games. Like, I can do it. It involves me bashing my head against a wall for 2 hours. I can do it. But I'm not going to because it's not fun. And I beat Ninja Gaiden Black. And it has its moments, but for the most part, it wasn't fun. Alright. The wind-up on the wall run from the dagger points is really long. Yeah, pretty much. Plus, you can't tell me it's good game design to have enemies from off-screen throwing exploding projectiles at you. You know, Devil May Cry makes enemies off-screen work. Their attack patterns will change because they're off-screen. And they will only use attacks that have a distinct audio cue. So you can hear that they're gonna do something. Does water still, like, kill the grip on my shoes? It does not. That's weird. Sands of Time had a big thing. A couple of puzzles revolved around it. Like, trying to get out of water a little bit so you can have dry feet when running along walls and stuff. Yeah, Devil May Cry gives you the chance. It's always the point, it's the thing I give for the most part about Dark Souls 1. Like, up until a certain point when the game does become kind of bullshit, especially in the Crystal Caves. For the most part, your failures are your own fault. And that's how I want it to be in games. I don't want to fail just because of some arbitrary nonsense. The game decided I needed to die now. If I fail, I want it because I made the mistake. Okay. That attack hit before our attack animation started. Anyway. So yeah, I stopped partway through Ninja Gaiden 2. It wasn't fun. And I was like, I don't wanna keep dealing with this. So I didn't. And I stopped. And I've made a conscious effort to like really try not to quit games anymore. I feel like we quit quite a few games in a fairly short space of time. Though we did quit the Sinking City during Halloween. But that's because that game was just boring. And there was so much of it left to go, at the point where I was like, I really just don't want to play this anymore. That's the only thing we've quit recently. What, the Sands of Time Trilogy? I hope you're specifically talking about the Sands of Time Trilogy. If we're talking about Prince of Persia overall, it's like, no, I wouldn't have made it past the first game. Excuse me. Okay, I think I was supposed to catch on to that one there, and then go over to this down here. So it didn't work, but it didn't work in a way that still allows progress. Well, I just specifically talk about the Sands of Time trilogy. Like, I can understand wanting to give up on Sands of Time, like the original. Exactly 1 minute. You know, I'm curious about how well the games even work on Steam. Ain't gonna work. Bad idea. I found the invisible walls. I was doing that for too long. I'm not gonna be able to go down. Nope. Yeah, that sounds about right. With games from that era, for a lot of the fuck am I? With games of that era for you've got to be fucking kidding me. Games of that era, for a lot of it, it's just easier to emulate the console versions than it is to get the PC versions running. I'm running in like a decent way. It's kind of a shame because, like, we started the series and the Sands of Time is backwards compatible on Xbox One, and it's like, that's great. So, like, it looks great, it plays really well, it loads faster, the saves are pretty quick, and it's like, great, none of the others are on Xbox. None of the others are on backwards compatibility for some reason. Which is frustrating. Probably has something to do with, like, I imagine Warrior Within. It's probably because Warrior Within's soundtrack has Godsmack on it. Although I say that, I think Warrior Within's still being sold on PC. Sure of it. Yeah, for like Warrior Within and Two Thrones, we've just gone with the GameCube version. Although, with this one, we are actually just outright emulating it, rather than playing it off the Wii U. Which is nice, it means the picture quality is better. And I'm still using a GameCube controller, so it still feels fine. It's all I want from, like, playing old consoles, is, like, a nice, convenient way to have modern resolutions. I don't need texture upscaling, I don't need, like, widescreen, I don't need any of that. All I want is for it to look clean. It's like, look at it, like, we got this putting out at 1080p, and the 3D models look very nice, they're very clean. These textures look a bit rough, but it's like, they're not distracting. They're fine. And I'm pretty happy with it. And that's really all I want. I'll play a game in 4x3, I don't care. I'm so thinking about it just then, I'd completely forgotten about the black bars on the side of the screen. The ones that you can't see because I have that Prince of Persia picture on the side. Okay, so that didn't work in a bad way this time. I fucking... It feels like it barely worked that time. Me a sand. Look at that, even that obvious JPEG looks pretty good. The light beams probably help. Creates a sense of depth. This tower might be too tall. You didn't even try to grab that, you clearly touched it. Okay, that texture doesn't look good, but you know, just ignore that. It's fine. That's right, give me more sand.
Is this where I should resume early and continue my story from here next time?
Yeah. There are times when it feels like this game is like a very quick reskin of Warrior Within. Like, it feels crazy to look back on this and be like, yeah, the Sands of Time Trilogy came out like all within 3 years. Remember when games used to come out and then have a sequel the next year? I didn't notice that one was going back in. Crazy to think about. Yeah, I'm definitely in the palace. And like, a lot of PS1 and earlier games did it, which, like, with how the games were, it's like, yeah, no, development didn't take a huge amount of time, they could work it all out. By this point, a game having a sequel the next year, I think, was actually a surprise. Not gardens. Gardens in Prince of Persia are never a good thing.
Should I continue from here when you return?
Yes. Alright, so I'm assuming people are gonna wanna discuss announcements from yesterday. I've watched one trailer. That looks like something a body should be on, or in this series, a sword. Okay. That was that door. Hmm.
You may wonder why I let this come to pass. So many dead, and likely more to follow. An empire reduced to rubble. A prince cast to the streets and hunted like a common criminal. But I had seen the timeline. And of all the outcomes laid bare to me, this one held the most promise of them all. For the prince would have an opportunity to set things right. Watch now. See the thing of which I speak.
There you have it, Avengers Endgame, copy Prince of Persia. It turns out the sound I was hearing of a door was like only when this door fully opened. I thought it was like, oh, is it opening 2 doors, but one of them's a secret door I have to be quick for? Honey, I'm home. Okay, didn't expect that to lead to a staircase. This is a boss arena. Oh, hey, fuck nugget.
Now, where did I put those boots?
Zurvan,
What is it?
in case I don't get the chance again.
You impudent pig! I offer you life eternal, and this is how you respond? Oh,
She should have headbutted him.
I shall enjoy changing you. Hello, Prince. Not quite the homecoming you expected.
Oh, this is gonna be bullshit, I can feel it. There's a lot of sand flying about, and I'm absorbing like none of it. Yeah, blocking doesn't work. That takes a very small amount of health.
Why do you even try to harm me? I am immortal.
Immortal perhaps, but not invincible.
It's weird that he's so confident about being immortal when he's had this form for like a
You will
day.
pay for what you have done to my people.
Hunter, things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress.
Okay.
And clever. You would have made a fine addition to my army. But adding you to my collection of corpses will have to suffice.
These things are moving so slowly. Why do they explode when they touch me? Is this gonna be a Zelda thing? I hope not, because it's ammo and that feels weird. Yeah, that's probably not. I'm missing something here. What is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I think I figured this out.
I am the storm that is approaching.
Alright. The real question at the end of this is going to be, is this a better boss fight than the Vizier in the Sands of Time? And the answer is probably going to be fucking hell yes. Because that fight was awful.
Why do you even try to harm me? I am immortal.
Immortal,
Are
perhaps.
you just here? I'm the
but
storm that
not
is approaching.
invincible. You will pay for what you have done to my people.
Phantom, things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress.
There's really no good reason why this game doesn't have subtitles.
You would have made a fine addition to my army. But adding you to my collection of corpses will...
It's kind of hard to tell when the screen's going to go like that for me to do the quick time event. Because of all the sound effects of the whirlwind. Do that again. You shouldn't be allowed to fly now. Come on. Also, it's weird that the game has given me no sound before this fight. Parkour. Okay, so that was supposed to work, it just didn't. Again. What? This game should really give you more sand before this fight, if that's the kind of bullshit they're gonna pull. to remove that from the board.
Now,
I
where did
forgot,
put
Teak.
those-
Zurvan,
What is it?
in case I don't get the chance again.
There we go, it's gone.
You impudent pig! I offer you life eternal, and this is how you respond? Oh, I shall enjoy changing you. Hello, Prince. Not quite the homecoming you expected.
Oh. Game and it's bullshit. Jank ass platforming.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Well, this with only 2 goddamn sands and it's gonna pull bullshit like that.
Why do you even try to harm me? I am immortal.
Immortal perhaps, but not invincible.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
You will pay for what you have done to my people.
Done to them? Things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress. Quick and clever. You would have made a fine addition to my army. But adding you to my collection of corpses will...
I think it's tied to quick time events as well. Like, it's just frustrating. Come on. Alright, so I've got to do this in one shot.
You are worthy. Psycho Mantis.
Catch you fuckers at a bad time?
You gotta love with the falling damage as well, it's all or nothing. So when we get to that point, it doesn't matter how much health I've got, because I'll either take no damage or I'll die.
Why do you even try to harm me? I am immortal.
Immortal perhaps, but not invincible.
Hitboxes on those feel really jank.
You will pay for what you have done to my people.
Done to them? Things will be better now. You should thank me.
They live among mindless monsters in service to your madness.
It is the price of progress. Quick and clever. You would have made a fine addition to my army. But adding you to my collection of corpses will have to suffice.
This is excessive. The fucking nerve of them. To stop you in midair, do that slow pan around, and then make you press the button. fuck is wrong with the prince's face?
This world was not meant for me, but there are others, and I will find my place just as you have found yours.
Oh, the goddamn thing. Why did the Dagger of Time exist when the Sands didn't?
Be free now, Prince. Your journey is at an end. What is it?
All that is yours is rightfully mine, and mine it will be.
Okay. Oh, I have a shirt again.
What did you expect? That when you slew the Vizier, I would simply disappear? Oh, but you are so blind. Your rage, your pride, your selfish ways, they gave me form and substance. Even with the Sands gone, I have the strength to remain. And with the Vizier gone, I can take your place and rule the kingdom. And there is absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Oh, this must be where the idea for the animus came from.
With the ability to manipulate time itself, you had the chance to be the greatest king the world has ever known. What wars you could have fought, what monuments you could have erected in your honor, what women you could have kept. But you failed me, Prince. You grew soft and sympathetic. My attempts to convince you to seek glory fell on deaf ears, so I bided my time, waiting for the proper moment to strike.
Stuff like this. Fucking sweet.
When you ask the time, I will continue.
Stuff like this really makes me think like they ended up cutting a good amount from this game, because this feels like it's all come about too quickly. It's like, oh yeah, no, I bided my time after you grew soft and shit, but that was like half an hour ago. It wasn't long.
Now, where did I leave off?
I like that we're here again. The mysterious fountain from Sands of Time.
You do not deserve what you have been given. Control of the world's greatest empire. With the power at your command, you could rule the world. You have squandered it, Prince. I would do it justice, and so it should be mine.
You are just a parasite! You deserve nothing!
I feel like there should have been more build-up to all of this. To the Dark Prince being truly evil. To the idea that he was biding his time to take over.
Do you think you would be here now if not for me? How many times did I save you? How many times did I unblock your path, take down your enemies, remind you of your mission, while all you did was cry about your father, and Kylina, and Farah, how everything bad always happens to you? Boo-hoo, Prince!
Your words are empty, have always been empty. You are just a desperate, selfish spirit.
Guessing that was the boat from the start of Warrior Within.
If I am selfish, Prince, it is because you are. If I am ruthless and reckless and lacking in morals, it is because you are.
Oh, the
I did
Paul
not
from
spin
Warrior
myself
Within.
out of the ether. I was not conjured by some mad vizier. I am you.
No. I have seen the error of my ways, and I have atoned for the transgressions of my past. I am no longer that person.
This isn't pleasant to look at, though.
Seasons change, tastes change, but people never change. You delude yourself believing otherwise. Do not fight me. Set down your sword. Embrace me. Do you mean to kill me then? To cut me down like all your other enemies? Swing that sword, Prince! We've seen how well that works. Such violence! Your anger serves only to feed me. So I have to ask, have you really changed? After all, I am still right here, standing before you.
Enemies like this are so dumb. It's like, yeah, no, your rage feeds me. It's like, cool. Then let's stop. Oh, hey, Farah's bedroom.
Prince, leave this place. It reeks of sadness and cruel intentions. You must not chase this shadow. Turn away. Wake up. I will lead you.
Yeah. Oh, bye. What, you think I'm gonna go back down there just because of the bunch of you?
What are you doing? Do not ignore me. Do not leave me behind.
Wake up. Wake up.
Farah?
Are you all right?
I think it's finally over.
I had a weird dream. I had a shirt again.
Prince, there's still something I don't understand. How did you really know my name?
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I really am, and why I say this. Come, and I will tell you a tale like none you have ever heard.
And so the twist that the story the prince was telling at the start of Sands of Time wasn't the one he was telling at the end of Sands of Time, but the one he was telling at the end of Two Thrones. Thanks, Teague. Honestly, I think this is probably the weakest of the Sands of Time trilogy. It's decent, but like there's a lot of roughness to it. Thanks, Lena. Going back to the ideas of Sands of Time isn't a bad thing. It ends up being more visually and musically interesting than Warrior Within. I should look into whether or not the GameCube versions are known to be worse. Because I remember Warrior Within had issues when we were doing that as well. They can't all be emulator concerns. I am happy to be finally done with the Sands of Time trilogy. Like, just for myself, because like I said, I never beat this. This is the first time I beat this game. I feel like I mentioned during the battle in the mine with Darklands, they talk about their conflicts as if it's been a long thing, but it hasn't. Like, even with the deaths and the roughness of it, letting go of the Dark Prince and like the prince forcing himself back into his regular state after finding his father's body, happens like an hour and a half before the end of the game. And we talk about it as if it has been so much longer. The Dark Prince has been biding his time since. So it's like, great, what plans have you made in an hour? Hey Avinash, welcome to the stream, buddy. Yeah, you missed it. It's all of the Sands of Time Trilogy just done. I have a suspicion that there was a bunch of stuff cut out of this game, that they intended for it to be longer. It really does feel that way. As it is, I think, Teak, I can definitely recommend you play the series, the Sands of Time Trilogy, because, like, it's all good. It's all good stuff. I wish they'd managed to bring back more actors than just Yuri Lowenthal. It would have really helped this thing pull together. Like, get Robin Atkin Downes back to do the Dark Prince, get back Farah's original voice actor and Zia's original voice actor, and like, I think that would have really helped. Maybe next time, if you're planning to make a sequel to a game, maybe don't bring in a movie star to voice a character. Because, like, Warrior Within ends on a cliffhanger. They were specifically intending this game. And it's like, cool. Were you intending to get Monica Bellucci back as Kylina? Did you know that you couldn't? Did you think that you could? Because if the answer is, like, if there was no contract saying, like, yeah, no, there's a specific thing here, we're gonna have her back to do her voice again. Like, if that wasn't set in, you shouldn't have had her. Plus, the redesign for Kylina is just distracting. The over-reliance on quick-time events is frustrating. Like, when it gets to the point where you are doing 5 quick-time events to stealth kill a single enemy, it's excessive. And it is a product of its time, but it's also aged poorly in that regard. Yeah, overall, like, it's been a good game. It's probably the weakest of the Sands of Time Trilogy, but it was still a good game. And I think I enjoyed it overall. How long have we been streaming? I don't think it's long. Less than 2 hours. Telephone of Sorrow weapon. Right, left, down, up, X, Y, X, X, Y, Y.
Shall I continue? Good. This is a fine place to start the tale next time.
Yeah, I think this is maybe a little bit longer than the Sands of Time. Let's see what we've got with our SAN credits. There was a weird period where video games just kind of had outtakes like that for a while.
We all make mistakes. Some are...
Are these like the actual videos? Yeah, they're very janky. Like, the physics on those were really dumb, and they can be really forced. X-Men 2, X2 Wolverine's Revenge, had some pretty neat ones.
Wake up.
No, they're not spontaneous or like, oh, it's a mistake or anything. The original concept for the Dagger of Time. It's weird that this game just has concepts out from the previous games. Yeah, bloopers are just mistakes, but like those were specifically rendered. Yes, but like I think the Pixar movies, at least like the older ones, I don't know if the new ones still do it, they can still be funny. Like the Monsters Inc. one of like building up to the musical. Put that thing back where it came from, also help me. And then they just lead into like a full musical bit of that, where they've just made a musical bit. That's great, I love that. Oh no, it isn't. But it's also like in the Pixar movies, like it's just something entertaining to look at while the credits roll. Which I suppose does make another point of this just being there, like. Anyway, that is it for the Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time Trilogy. We've still got plenty of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break and come back with the next game on our non-RPG list. Which, like, I've been looking forward to doing for quite a while. So don't go anywhere, we will be right back.